Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Denver Bears franchise here in the World Series as we return to Kansas City and down 3-2. Will the Bears force a Game 7 in this series? And the Kansas City Royals are so well-rounded. They have an excellent pitching staff. They now have Sandy Alcantara on the mound. I mean, this can't get any more, honestly, difficult. We'll see what we can do here on the road. Benito Ozuna leads off the game here for the Bears. As we try to force a game number 7, we will have to win 2 straight on the road in order to win our first championship in this series. Luis Arias up at the plate, last year's MVP. He goes deep. That one is out of here. Into the bullpen for the Bears already. We have not wasted any time. 1-0 off of the bat of the World Series MVP last season for the Chicago Cubs. And here he is once again back in his second straight World Series, this time with a new team, and he goes deep. It's 1-0 here for your Bears. Winker at the plate next, hitting .407 here in the playoffs. 2-2 pitch, 1 out. This one's low. This one's driven deep to right field. This one's got a shot. It's out of here. Back-to-back jacks here for the Bears, and it is now a 2-0 game here in the first inning. How about Jesse Winker here in the playoffs? The guy has been absolutely tearing the cover off of the ball, and I mean absolutely killing it. And he gives us a 2-run lead. Still in the first inning, here is Eugenio Suarez at the plate. He swings at a high heater. That one will be a swing and miss. Muhammad Willingham at the plate, hitting .289 in the playoffs. He is Mr. Playoffs for us. I mean, he has done way better in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. That is a strike 3 on that slider. 2 runs. And here we go, on to the bottom of the first inning. Here is Malik Smith leading off for the Royals. He does strike out at a pitch in the dirt. Drop third strike, 1 out. Yohan Mieses, who has shown that he can hit the ball well here for this Kansas City Royals team. Ground ball to CJ on to first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Andrew Benintendi hitting .380 in the playoffs, but came into the World Series hitting over .570. He lines out to right field. And we will have a 1-2-3 inning for our defense. So that's going to bring up Chris Stewart here in the second inning. His average is down to .298, but he has been hitting excellent for us. He walks, and now there's a 1 out here. CJ Abrams comes to the plate after Will Benson also strikes out, and he will check swing at 1 low, and that will be a called strike 3. 2 outs now as that brings up Brian Reynolds, who has played in center field here mostly in the World Series. And that one will be a fly out to Benintendi in left. Bottom of the second inning action. Here is Eloy Jimenez at the plate, who has hit the ball great here in the World Series. That one is off the left field wall. It will be a no-out double here. And now they have a man in scoring position as that brings up Colin Moran to the plate. He hits one down the left field line. That one will be caught by Ozuna and will hold the runner at second base. 2 outs now as that brings up Ahmad Rosario. Can they bring in the run? And they don't. So Severino gets out of that jam. It wasn't really a true jam, but a guy on second base, and they get no runs. On to the bottom of the third inning. This is Eric Mejia at the plate. He bunts one down the left field line, and that is going to be an excellent bunt. It's crazy to have a catcher that can run like him and hit like him, but then they send him on the next at bat, and that one won't even be close. Mejia did not get a good jump. It was a fastball low, and Severino throws it over 90 mile an hour. It's a money throw by Chris Stewart. This next at-bat continues, liner to left field, and we will get out of this inning. So still a 2-0 lead now as we move on to the top of the fourth inning. This is Muhammad Willingham at the plate. With 1 out, he will walk. Sandy Alcantara has thrown 67 pitches through, 4 1/3. That's going to bring up Chris Stewart. He goes to right field. This one drops in front of Mieses in right field, and he will come up throwing to the cutoff man, and it now will be 1 out, runners on the corners. Chris Stewart comes through again. Will Benson at the plate, who has absolutely struggled to hit the ball in this entire series. He gets a high pitch. This one's hit to left field. It's going to be in the gap. Will it make it over the wall? It does. It's a home run for Will Benson. He has the power to really be a top-of-the-order hitter, but I don't know what it is. He just can't hit for average, but when he does get a hold of a pitch, it's going to go a distance. 104 velo off the bat. It's 5-0 here for the Bears. Bottom of the 4th inning. This is a ground ball to C.J. Abrams. Easy ground ball. That brings up Eloy Jimenez. Chopper to third base. It looks like Suarez was playing deep, and that one will act like a bunt. Will be an infield single. Because now they have a man on first base. And that's going to bring up Colin Moran again. 3-2 pitch. 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. Severino is doing very well through the first 4 innings. No runs given up. A 5-run cushion here for Denver is that's going to bring up Arias, who goes to right field. That one will make it a 2-hit game for him. And now we have a man on first. Winker, who has already went deep in this one, outside slider and just outside of the zone, will be ball 4. So now men on first and second with 1 out. That's going to bring up Suarez, who really needs to break this slump. This is the perfect opportunity to do so. Men in scoring position, and it will be a swinging strike. And now 2 outs now. Let's see what Muhammad Willingham can do. 0 for 1 in this game now. Pitch over the middle. He swings at this one. This one's got carry, and this one stays in the yard. Off of the foul pole, home run, a 3-run jack that time. Muhammad Willingham gives us an 8-run lead. That was a no-doubt home run. It just needed to stay fair, and it just did. And now the Royals are in deep trouble, so they go deep into their bullpen now, bringing a guy that has a 9 ERA, hasn't pitched at all in the playoffs, facing Chris Stewart, but it's just going to give us momentum. We have the 8-run lead. We have to close this one out. That's important, but with the 8-run lead, I mean, you can't give this up. Benson at the plate now. He hit the ball hard earlier, hits another liner to the right side, and that one will be snagged by the first baseman. Bottom of the 5th inning now. Here's Severino walking. It looks like J.D. Davis as that gives the runner, the Kansas City Royals runner, as now there's the next batter coming up. Line out to right field. 2 outs now. Eric Mejia back at the plate. Ground ball. This one gets through the right side. So now they have guys on first and second here. 2 outs here. Let's see if Severino can get out of this. It brings up the top of their order. Malik Smith. Fly ball to center field. Can of corn for Brian Reynolds. And we will get through 5 with an 8-run lead. We have been looking for a game like this. We haven't seen one yet in the playoffs. As we move on to the bottom of the 6th inning, this is Mieses back at the plate, 0 for 2 in the game. And Severino does walk him. His pitch count is just at 80 pitches now as we get a ground ball to second. This one should be 2. Thrown on to first, but not an accurate throw. That's going to be a fielder's choice here for C.J. Abrams. But a bad throw by Arias does leave a runner on first. But the next batter comes up, and it's a liner to first. And we get the double play right back with Eloy Jimenez lining out to Winker. Winker tags the runner at first. So on to the 7th inning now. No damage done so far by the Royals. Severino is pitching himself a gem in this one, helping out the squad, getting ready for a game number 7, it looks like, as Ahmed Rosario comes to the plate. He hits one hard to left side. This one's knocked down by Suarez, thrown on to second, and we get Colin Moran at second base. What a play by Suarez, the wily veteran there on the hot corner, as we do get a strikeout that time, and MJ Melendez cannot keep up with that. 4 hits given up by Severino through 7. We're going to pull him and bring in Atlas Luntich. He's pitched 5 innings here in the playoffs. Want to get him some work, save the energy of our other relief pitchers as we prepare for Game 7 here on the road. As here is Atlas Luntich getting the first ground ball to first base. Malik Smith back up at the plate, swinging and missing at a low slider. And it will be a drop third strike thrown on to first by Chris Stewart. 2 outs now as that brings up Johan Mieses hitting in that second spot, and he will hit a hard liner back up the box. It will hit off of Atlas Luntich's back, and he will remain in the game. It looks like it just hit a spot where it just made him a little uncomfortable game, a little bruised as he continues this inning. That brings up Benintendi, who has struggled here in the World Series. Ground ball to first, and that is Atlas Luntich covering the bag. Bottom of the 9th inning. All we need to do is get these last 3 outs, and we will have ourselves a game number 7. That brings up Amin Rosario. Liner to the right side. That one will be snagged. And now 2 outs. We are 1 out away from a game 7 in the World Series. MJ Melendez 0 for 3. He goes to opposite field. That one stays in the white chalk. And it will be a double here for Melendez. They do get 1 run here at the end of this game. Maybe even giving them a little momentum going into game number 7, as that brings up Eric Mejia hitting in that 9 spot. 2 for 3. He's going to fly out, and that will do it. The Bears force a game number 7 with a decisive 8-1 victory over the Royals. Severino is player of the game. 7 innings pitched. I mean, he was excellent. Only gave up 4 hits. Muhammad Willingham, Winker, and Arias, and Will Benson all went deep. It was a group effort here. Great win by the team. We had to do it one more time. So it comes down to this, those famous words, Game 7. We'll see if we can win this one on the road in Kansas City. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.